Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today we are talking about a somewhat unique topic on my channel. And that topic is, what is private labeling and how does it relate to energy drinks? A pretty straightforward title, but somewhat more complex than you may expect. I think it's a topic that every energy every energy drink person, everyone who drinks energy drinks should know about. Coming right up. Hello again everyone, Caffeine Man here. Thank you for joining me today. Did you guys know I had t-shirts? I got all sorts of merch. I got mugs, I got t-shirts, all sorts of stuff. The thing is, most people don't know about it because I don't promote it. And I do have a banner for Teespring right below this video. The problem is, like 70% of the people that watch my videos watch it on mobile, so they don't actually see the Teespring banner. So if you're interested, go check out Teespring. Search for Caffeine Man. And if you want to stay informed on all things caffeine related, including private label, what? I know. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every Tuesday night, as well as, I don't know, who knows when. Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, whenever I have the extra time. And in today's video, I want to go over private labeling with you and how it relates to energy drinks. And why is this important? Well, a lot of people don't know what private label is, and once you do know what it is, it'll give you a better understanding of some of the energy drinks you see out in stores or even online. I've even reviewed a couple of private label energy drinks. I'll briefly go over those as well. So let's start off with the basics of what private label is and how does it differ from a regular company. When you think about a regular company, you think about a big building, probably has a receptionist out front, there's a whole bunch of employees, there's a big office that has customer service people, you have the inside sales people, you have the field sales people, as well as a big manufacturing facility that makes all the drinks. Private labeling is not that. By definition, on Wikipedia, private label products are those manufactured by one company for sale under another company's brand. So what exactly does that mean? For simplicity's sake, let's start off with an example of a hand sanitizer company. There is this big, huge building, and what they produce is generic hand sanitizer. They do have some vanilla scents, they have some strawberry scents, but that's what they specialize in, is just your generic hand sanitizer. But rather than market it themselves, advertise for it, do all that customer service stuff that they have to do, they allow other people to purchase the product and sell it under their own name. Therefore, someone like me, someone like you, could decide we wanted to go into business selling hand sanitizer. Sally decides that she wants to sell Sally Sanitizer. So she finds this company that makes the generic hand sanitizer. She makes her own label for Sally Sanitizer, has them put the labels on there for her, comes up with an advertising strategy and a marketing campaign, and decides how she wants to sell it. And she has lots of different options for how to sell it. She could have a bunch of the product delivered to her house, and she could do a county fair, she could do trade shows, she could even do a local arts and crafts show selling Sally Sanitizer. But if you don't want to manually sell them, you can also sell them online. If Sally gets all her paperwork together, she can actually sell her product on Amazon or even an eBay store. And if you know how to market on the internet and you put a lot of hard work into it, you can pretty much make any product into a business. Some people even just use Instagram and social media to get the word out about their product. And in today's day and age, with so much being done online, if you have the ambition and work ethic to put into it, hard work always pays off in the long run, especially once you take the time and put everything into place. For example, Sally could design the label for the artwork, have that big company label it there, open up a store on Shopify, then have the company send her product to Shopify. Shopify processes the order and payment and ships it to the customer. All this done without Sally ever even seeing the product. All she has to do is market it. Now hopefully you have a better understanding of what private labeling is. So how do I feel about private labeling? Well, you just heard me say it. People can be very successful if they have the ambition and put the time in. And I give mad props to anyone that has the ambition to start their own company. And private labeling is becoming more common every day. If you ever wanted to know how to make money online and do lots of research on it, you're bound to find information about private labeling. And I definitely encourage you to check it out. If there's a product that you're passionate about, because you have to be passionate about the product if you're going to market it properly, then you should definitely look into it. I mean, imagine if you started selling hand sanitizer 4 months ago. Never know when your product's going to be needed. But Caffeine Man, How does this relate to energy drinks? Well, in the same regard that you have this big manufacturing company manufacturing generic hand sanitizer, you also have several other big manufacturing companies that create generic energy drinks. And these companies don't want to market it or sell their own product, but because, let's face it, they know that it's a generic energy drink. So they allow other people to buy their energy drink and start their own energy drink company. And all these people need to do is come up with their own company name and a marketing strategy. And this can also be done in lots of different ways. Some companies even go above and beyond with how they market their company. Some of you have asked me, can you review Bob Ross energy drinks or the Simpsons energy drink? And both of those are owned by Boston America Corp. and is located in the same state that I live in, Massachusetts. They sell lots of different novelty products, including energy drinks. Here's a picture of just some of the ones they sell. Some of them you heard of, some of you may not have. But basically, all they do is purchase the license to be able to sell this product. So the Simpsons didn't make an energy drink, they just sold the license to it to Boston America Corp. Now all Boston America Corp has to do is slap on the Simpsons packaging and have a third party make the generic energy drink for them, put it on the shelves. Therefore, all these drinks right here are just generic energy drinks. Your Bob Ross energy drink might be a berry flavor, but it's a generic berry flavor. And each and every one of these drinks is going to be a generic energy drink. They're just using the licensing to get you to buy it. I mean, let's face it, Marvel did not make their own energy drink. Marvel sold their license to a company that allowed them to make the Avengers energy drink. Avengers is a huge name, so why not purchase that license and make as much money as you can on it? Is it any good? If you like generic fruit punch energy drinks, then you might like the Avengers energy drink. And how many of you remember Booty Sweat? Yeah, there was a drink called Booty Sweat. I know some of you know it. How can you forget a name like Booty Sweat? But I am sorry to say that their last post on social media was in 2014. They made their money by the name alone, then went out of business because everyone realized it's just a generic energy drink. And the list goes on and on and on. Now recently I did do 2 videos on 2 separate private label companies, and those were Stealth Energy and Hyper Viper. Hyper Viper had your standard energy drink flavor, and Stealth actually doubled down with the company that they were making and had them put an extra amount of citrus in there to help cover up the generic flavor. And I tell you, that citrus in here, it definitely covered up the flavor. I think I did mention that it had a slight generic flavor, but that powerful citrus really covered it up. So if you like powerful citrus, they gave you one here. And I couldn't actually pick out what the citrus flavor was, if it was lemon or if it was lime, because it was your artificial generic citrus flavor, and they just used a lot of it. And what makes me say that they're private label? Well, the generic flavors are usually a good indicator of that. Also, when a new energy drink company hits the market, they usually release several different flavors of the line, not just a single can, and usually not a generic flavor. Another indicator is heavy promotion on social media. This indicates they have a small or no budget, whereas large energy drink companies will usually have a marketing budget and will advertise everywhere, including social media. Additionally, these products may never ever be sold in stores because it's extremely difficult to get into stores unless you're a major soft drink company or energy drink company. Shelf space is limited and it's expensive. Therefore, most of these drinks will only be purchased online. As for Boston America Company, that is a little bit different. That's because they are a major company that purchases licensing and gets into novelty stores. As for the websites, they can be fairly basic. Not to say they're bad, because I think both these companies did come up with good websites, but they're usually fairly limited in the information that they provide. They give you information about the drink and how to purchase the drink. But a lot of major companies will have an about me story that tells you a little history of the energy drink and lots of other information, whereas the private label will really be trying to talk it up and get you excited about the drink, leaving out a lot of other substance. And one of the giveaways for these drinks was that both of these most likely use the same company. Let me show you if I can. I am not sure how clearly you can see that, but I am definitely going to put it up on the screen for you while I wait for my lights to adjust. Doesn't like it when I go up close. And I need to move over because I need to give you room to put them side by side. They are identical. I mean, all the numbers are exactly the same, and some of them even have like a little bit of a weird number, but the fonts are exactly the same, the point size is the same, and look at this right here. This right here, the kerning on that line is exactly the same, and if you didn't know what kerning was, it is the space in between letters. So this generic manufacturing company must offer their own graphic design services, and they copy and paste the same exact nutrition facts panel on any of the energy drinks they produce, no matter if they're selling it to one person or another. So with all that being said, is there a problem with private labeling or private label energy drinks? Absolutely not. Everyone has a right to try and succeed in life, start their own business, and make a career out of it. So why did I take the time to make a video on this topic? My subscribers do turn to me for informative videos as well as honest reviews. So I am providing you with as much information as possible so that you guys as energy drink drinkers will have all the information at your fingertips. I do my research on companies, if there is any. I tell you about the company. I tell you about the ingredients that you put in your body, and I do an honest taste test. And I will tell you about private labeling, because the next time you see the Avengers energy drink in your local discount store, or even Star Wars Space Punch, and you wonder, is that any good? Now you'll know it's most likely generic, so it's good if you like generic drinks. But Lucasfilms and Disney did not make that product. You will be getting a generic energy drink from a third-party source, calling it their own. So if there are any other private label energy drink companies that want me to do reviews on their drinks, I just ask you to consider that I do 100% honest reviews, and I will let people know if it's generic and if it's a private label going forward. I have reduced the amount of new energy drinks that I do on my channel because most people like to hear about the big energy drink companies and the new releases that they have, but I still plan on doing small companies as well as caffeinated products and caffeine awareness videos. So I hope you guys learned something today that'll help you in the future, whether it's how to figure out if an energy drink is generic or information to help you start your own private label company. Either way, I wish you the best of luck with everything. If you like generic energy drinks, you'll have a better eye for them. If you don't like generic energy drinks, you'll also have a better eye for them. They usually rate in the 7s on the Caffeine Man rating chart. So until next time, have yourselves a great day or night.